The street dogs of Thailand have been greatly affected by the halt of tourism due to the pandemic. Tourists were a reliable source of food for these dogs, and the sudden stop of tourists led to a sudden stop of food for these dogs. Robyn Agnew definitely noticed, and she has made it her mission to help these adorable creatures as much as she can. These dogs didn't look this good when she got started. She has brought many dogs back from near death by treating their wounds, medicating them for mange, and providing the food they needed to go from skin and bones to healthy and happy dogs again. She is currently looking after 132 street dogs and 20 cats in Al Nung, Krabi, Thailand. To feed an army of 150 animals is no small feat. She feeds the dogs a mixture of rice and kibble and spends 3 hours every evening lovingly preparing the rice for the dogs. These street dogs live in packs all over the city, and Robyn and her volunteer Irina go to visit each pack's territory every morning, rain or shine, to give them the food they need so much.
These are called side dogs because they're on the side of the street, and they never used to come until we drove away, but now they get to about this close now. And when there's one of us or two of us, they get even closer. And this pack actually used to run away, used to hide. So this is progress. And what will happen now is we'll put it on dishes. So they get rice mixed with dog food. And then sometimes we mix in meat, depending on if we have to medicate them. So if they need medicines, then that will go into their food as well.
Really?
And the medicines that we give them are worming treatments, tick, flea treatments. Sometimes if they have a skin condition called mange, we give them mange tablets as well. Most of our dogs have had all of those treatments, and some that were bold now are not. They get their breakfast and their dessert.
The side pack is still too shy to come out when Robyn is there. She has to drive away before they come running for their breakfast.
I came here out of heartbreak due to losing my Thai dog, to volunteer and mourn the loss of my street Thai dog, and that's now turned into looking after 136.
Oh wow.
And they need it because we tried to not feed them for a few days just to see how they would get on, and a few of them have deteriorated quite significantly.
Really?
Yeah, the beach dogs in particular are half the size in a week. So we're going to put something in place now to make sure they're fed every single day. Day and night. We are filling the void for missing tourism.
Yeah.
As soon as the tourists are back, they will feed the street dogs.
Then it's off to the next pack.
Hopefully.
Robyn also helps families who can no longer afford to feed their animals due to the loss of income from tourism.
Nong thinks he's the boss. So Nong did have half of his fur missing on his back, which I can show you before a picture of. He had all of this part missing, and now he doesn't, and he loves a good massage. He's the daddy. He's a big boy. And they're great. And this is called house dogs.
These are the house dogs.
These are the house dogs.
House.
Hello boys. Okay, many boys. Too many boys.
Together, and this is Irina's favourite kitten, everyone.
My favourite one.
We shouldn't have favourites, but she does.
Oh, just like this one, I just love me.
So favourite cat.
Maybe I'll see. Yes, maybe I'll see.
Hey, hello. Where's the milk? What's the milk time?
Oh, hot puppies. Oh, puppy overload.
I know.
Can the camera take all the cuteness?
So, he's partly looked after by one of the locals. The rest don't have any. And there's Mama over there. Mama. Mama, come get some food. So she's been sterilised.
As cute as these puppies are, Robyn doesn't want this problem of hungry street dogs to continue to grow. This is why she's working with local vets and catchers to spay and neuter the dogs.
Have you seen the others?
Then we were off to see where it all began with the beach pack.
Hey, it's okay, huh? Yeah? Where's the arena? Where's the arena? And this one is Playboy, and he's the first ever dog that I've had.
Ah, hi Playboy. This is the start of Robyn Responds. And I know Robyn said we aren't supposed to have favorites, but the happy pack is definitely my favorite.
We have friends to play with us. Oh, they are happy.
This is called the happy pack
This is the
here,
happy pack.
and I dare say they're the happiest group we've met so far.
Cheeky ones are a little bit. Hello, my girl.
David,
Hello. So these never started off like this. The only one that would come to us would be Shaggy, the Shaggy one. And the rest have all grown to likeness.
Hey, Shaggy.
Look at Shaggy.
hi Shaggy.
Shaggy's been sterilised. She's recently had puppies.
Then it was off to see the dumpster pack.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Rain or shine, we're feeding these dogs.
So here, Shaggy is the alpha when the boys are gone. So see the boys over there, the big ones?
Mm-hmm.
They are the alphas. But when they're not here, whack the alpha. She will eat them. So this is where the pack splits into two. So the boys are who you saw yesterday.
Yes.
They will come as relief.
Okay. So we just leave some extra for them?
I've got some people looking after these.
Oh, okay.
So someone else will feed these later.
The dumpster pack is made of about 16 dogs. The females are very comfortable eating around Robyn and her volunteers, but the males still stay away and eat later. She's created a watering station for these dogs because they were very sick from drinking from contaminated river water and eating from the dumpster.
These dogs can help themselves when they have the resources. And unfortunately, due to the pandemic, the resources that they are very good at using have been taken away from them. And that's not their fault. And if they were humans, I'm sure they'd find a way to create something for themselves. Having had 2 street dogs for 8 years from this island, they're so clever, they're so resourceful. They don't deserve it. But these street dogs have brought everyone together. They have gave volunteers purpose to get up in the morning in COVID when everyone lost their jobs and we were in lockdown. And because we were doing something, we were able to get out and feed the dogs. And it actually gave people a purpose to get up in the morning, which kept their wellness mentally good. It's brought communities together, it's educated children. So the dogs, yes, we help the dogs, but they help us as well, hugely, in ways that they will never know. And they're not vicious, they're just hungry and they're desperate. And if you're hungry and desperate, you'd be a bit cranky as well. And honestly, the community here of people that have wanted to give their resources and their information to a stranger that doesn't know Krabi at all has been incredible, and it's been really uplifting and supportive in a time where people need it.
Yeah.
And in a time where we should all come together through being apart. And thanks to that, this has all been possible. And I had the time to do it. And then when I noticed that they were starving, I couldn't lie in my bed at night having my pad thai knowing that these dogs are literally starving. And people say, well, there's people starving, there's children starving. Yes, there are. Yes, there are. But it's the starfish story, isn't it? You pick one starfish up and throw it back in the ocean. That's one less that's on the side. And that's how I look at it. And this is one less problem for the Thais to worry about, and one less problem for tourists to worry about when they're going walking or jogging, or because the dogs are happy and they're content. So helping everybody helping those without voices help themselves. That's what we do for the dogs, and then for the people, connecting and helping those in need. And my dog passing away, and he was the best dog in the world. And they're best friends as well as everything else. It's not just dogs, it's cats, it's people, it's volunteers, it's yourselves here, everybody. It all contributes to the experience of here and everyone's little storybook of life. So I would never have met Arena, who's a wonderful lady. She's a lady. She's a wonderful girl. I would never have met half of my volunteers, who are incredible people with all their individual stories. I would never decide to live here if it weren't for these dogs. Yeah, come on, my duck. Everyone has something to offer, and it's really, my idea is to find what everyone has to offer and put it all together to make change.
Lovely.
And that's what I'm going to do.
Lovely. So if you would like to support these dogs and support Robyn's mission, please check out robynresponds.com for more information. The links to her website, GoFundMe, and Instagram are in the description box below. We also ask that you give the video a like, as it helps more people find this great cause. And if you're interested in seeing more of what it's like to be stranded in Thailand, then please hit that red subscribe button so you can see even more content about Thailand. Thanks so much for watching, thanks for sharing, and take care until next time.